J-Man the Vanderwaal fan back at it again with another video. And as always, I would like to welcome all my fellow Vanderwaalers and any guests who are hopefully discovering Grace for the first time. I have one rule on my channel, and that is hate, disrespect, and negativity stays in your fingertips, not in my comment section. Respect the artist, respect the fans, and respect the content. That said, this was a link sent to me. Well, I don't know. I can't remember if he said anything about requesting it or not, or just sent the link to me and said, it doesn't matter. It's Paul D. Hoff. And I decided, since it's Grace Vanderwaal, I'm going to do it. Because this is a Grace Vanderwaal reaction review channel. It doesn't matter what kind of content it is. I literally want to do it all. So, that said, this is from Stargirl. It's the award-winning speech. I have seen this, but it's been a good few months. And I don't really remember it. I have not seen Stargirl yet. Cut me some slack. I'm working on it. Okay, I've had a rough month. I am really working on it because I really want to see it now. It's been a number of people that have told me, you know, and we're talking, I've only conversations with Vanderwaalers that are in my age group. And you got a handful of them that say, you know, it was a good movie. You have a handful of them say they watched it because it had Grace in it, and they didn't really care for the, you know, storyline or whatever, but they liked Grace's part. And, you know, it's just, it literally is, it's going to be in the eye of the beholder. Some people are going to like it, some people aren't, just like any other movie. But we all wanted to watch it for the same reason, and that's because it stars Grace Vanderwaal, and that's what you do when you really care about an artist. You try to support them in anything they do. I'm working on it. I'm also going to buy Oliver. I'm going to buy her first EP. I'm going to buy her JTB, and I'm going to buy Letters Volume 1. I'm going to buy the physical copies and the digital copies because I want to support her every which way I can. So that said, why don't we go ahead and get into this and watch it, because I haven't seen it in a long time, and by all means, it is, oops, I guess I could go here, huh? How about that? It is Grace Vanderwaal, so if she's in it, I'm there, so I am there. Let's get started. Grace Vanderwaal, award-winning speech from Stargirl. Let's go.
We often ask ourselves how much involvement the government should have in our affairs. Especially how it pertains to how we obtain information.
How rude. Does that cell phone play some kind of role in all this? Is it like some significance behind that phone ringing? Because she stopped her speech. Anyways, let me know down in the comment sections if you want to. If you don't, I understand. What purpose did that phone call mean? Okay. You know what? Just tell me to watch the movie.
I don't know why I was giving that speech. I don't know why I do a lot of things lately. I bet you find that too, right?
Her smile is so infectious.
And it's because we don't think. We just do. We don't take a step back and process. Everything's so instant these days. How can we? Dinner in minutes, 1,000 photographs in one burst. You have to like something this second. You have to know how you feel about everything. You can't be unsure or confused or change your mind.
Welcome to modern
There's
life.
no time to figure out who you are. You have to know right now. Have you ever seen a flower grow? I mean, of course not. It's nearly impossible to wait for anything that takes that long. But if you did, it would change you. It
Interesting.
would slow you down. It would remind you that real things take time.
Watching golf is like watching grass grow. That's anything?
And it's magic too, isn't it? I mean, so are 1,000 photographs in one burst, but a flower.
I forgot about that.
You plant a seed in the ground and a whole world develops and stretches out and opens up. It's easy to get confused when we're moving so fast. And to think we're doing the right thing when really we're not. But if we're lucky, we could find a balance. We could take a step back. We could take a breath. The next time that you see a flower sticking up out of the ground or in a vase, just remember that part of what makes it beautiful is how long it took to grow.
Okay. So, now that is okay. I do have a couple of questions that hopefully somebody can answer. I haven't seen the movie, so I don't know why that speech went like that. I don't know what the speech was supposed to be about. It sounded like something about government or something. I would have a question. Actually, I just have a statement to make about that. It's like, it's crazy to think that us as adults, I can't remember the author's name. I can't remember it, but I don't know. I don't know if that was just scripted in the movie or if it was in the book too. But what gets me is that people realize this stuff. They write it down in books. They write it in movie scripts. They put it in newspapers, and yet not one person practices these things. It's just it boggles my brain how we can think these things, but we never practice them. I'm impressed. I mean, that was her first acting role, and that was pretty damn good. I will give her that. I mean, one of the biggest for me. This is just me, and I'm sure there's a lot of people out there that view it the same way. I hope there are, because I mean, it's the only way that really makes sense. But what makes an actor good, for me, to me, is that you forget who the actor is and you only see the character. And honestly speaking, one of the best actors I've ever had the honor to view on movies was Will Smith. And that's because it didn't matter what role he was playing. You knew it was Will Smith. It's Will Smith. You can't not know it's Will Smith. But he was so good at performing in the roles that he took on that you literally forget it's Will Smith, and you buy the character he's portraying, and that's what makes it like Hugh Laurie in House, as Dr. Gregory House. Literally, he was in a movie. He was in a TV show called Dr. Chance, where he's a psychologist or something like that, and it didn't last very long. But all I could see was House, and I just kept expecting to limp, and it's just crazy to think how these these great actors can literally make you forget they're the actor and buy the character they're portraying. That is a good actor to me. If you see the actor the entire movie, they're not doing their job. Only a handful of actors can get away with that. Adam Sandler is one of them. He is Adam Sandler in every single movie, and that's just, it works for him. But I mean, obviously, I knew it was Grace Vanderwaal and stuff like that, but still, you bought the character. So at least I did. I bought the character, even though it was just a short while. Usually, you got to watch a little bit of the movie, but it seemed like she did a good enough job, at least, that I could buy the character she played. I mean, it helped that her hair was dyed, I guess. I don't know, but I have to watch the whole movie to really say. But that is what clicks with me as good acting is. You don't see the actor, you see the character they're playing. And that might be really hard with Grace Vanderwaal watching the whole movie, because literally she's Grace Vanderwaal, and I've seen her so many thousands of times in music videos and interviews and this and that it's going to be hard for her to completely disappear. But nonetheless, I think she did a fantastic job. I think she's got it. I don't know. I mean, it would be stupid to think she wouldn't have it. I mean, look how talented. Okay, this is God was walking around heaven with a bucket full of talent meant for 10 people, and he tripped and he spilt the entire bucket on Grace, and all he could do was laugh a little bit and say, well, this is going to be interesting. But what's sad about that whole story is that there are 10 people out there that didn't get talent of any kind. Grace has it all. I'm joking, but I hope you know that. If you don't know that, you probably shouldn't be on a computer or a phone or anything. But seriously, that girl she's, I see a lot of people, there's some videos on YouTube about, child stars from AGT and this and that stuff, or the performer, the kids from season 11 of AGT, and everyone it's always Sophie Dossie, and how she did all this contortion stuff with her. It's called America's Got Talent. It's not America Can Sing. It's not America Can Contortion. It's not America Can Read Minds. It is America's Got Talent. And say what you will, if you're a fan of those other people, I understand that. Grace won. And she didn't win because she was a singer. She didn't win because she was 12 years old. She didn't win because she was a cute little girl. She won simply, other than the fact that America voted for her, she won because America saw what we see still. A girl that has unbelievable amounts of talent. And that was back then, in 2016, where I don't know where the hell I was. And I would have voted for her. I straight up would have voted for her. There's no way I wouldn't have felt the same way about her music back then that I do now. But seriously, the girl is got more talent in her pinky than I have in my entire body, and I'm a pretty damn good drummer. I worked hard to get there. I'm not a natural, but I'm pretty damn good. And this girl, if she could learn how to play the drums, she would probably knock me off my throne, and that's a literal thing because drummers sit on thrones, in no time flat. Because she's just that naturally talented. It just, you know what? America's Got Talent. She fit the bill 1,000%, hands down, period. Tell me I'm wrong. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and we'll catch you.